Hey guys, so welcome to my channel. I'm glad you're here. Thank you for joining. Gonna do a video today talking about happiness, which is a great subject, right? Of course it is. So we are going to talk about the question that everyone has probably said at some point in time, which is well, it's not really a question, it's a statement that says I want to be happy. I think we've all at some point in time said that, experienced that feeling. With this video, I want to challenge everyone watching this video to try not to say that statement anymore. All right, so happiness, what is happiness? Happiness is a state of being. And the great thing about happiness being a state of being, that means that you can create a state of being. So that means that you can create your happiness. Now, a lot of us have the notion, or we have this preconceived idea that, you know, when I get this, and when I get this, that's when I'm going to be happy. So what we're doing is we're giving the power of the happiness to a object or to a thing, instead of realizing that no object or thing can give you a state of being. The state of being comes from within. So, but that's really freeing, and that's really like electrifying, because when it's a state of being like that, that means that you have all of the power to create that. So you have all of the power to create your happiness. And the great thing about happiness, all you gotta do is wake up in the morning and say, hey, I'm gonna be happy today. You know, it's just that simple. You just wake up in the morning and you say, I'm gonna be happy today. And just like that, your happiness is created. So let's talk about the benefits. What are the benefits of having this positive state of being, this state of being of happiness? The benefit is that now you are creating an environment and space around you that is positive. So everything in the universe has opposites, right? Everything has a positive charge. Everything has a negative charge. And so the great thing about being a human being is the state of being. You get to choose the charge that your state of being has. You get to choose it. So you can wake up each day and start out with a negative charge, or you can start the day with a positive charge. So when you choose happiness, you're choosing a positive charge. You're choosing a positive charge of energy. So guess what that is going to do? That is going to send these positive forces of energy to your brain. So now, not only is that state of being something that you thought of as a thought, now it is a condition. It is a condition that your body is going to operate in, and your being is going to operate in throughout the day. Simply by getting up and making that choice. Simply by getting up and choosing the positive. But one thing that we have to realize is, in life, we have that choice in everything. So saying, I want to be happy, or I just want to be happy, implies you don't have the choice. But you have the choice in everything. Every single thing in your life, you have the choice. And as a matter of fact, every single choice that you've made in your life has gotten you to the exact point where you are right now. So if there's something that you do like about where you are right now, you chose it. And if there's something about what you don't like about where you are right now, you chose that too. So you choose every single thing. And whether you're choosing it knowingly or unknowingly, you're choosing it. So that in itself should be a very powerful thing for you to know, that you are in the driver's seat in your state of being, in your existence, and in your reality. You are in the driver's seat. And as a matter of fact, everything that you're thinking and everything that you're producing right now is creating your reality 10 years from now. So if you're not in control, who is? But the unfortunate thing is that we're not really taught how to harness that power and how to control it consciously. Unfortunately, we operate from our subconscious, and our subconscious is a completely programmed and automatic response to every single thing So let's dig into the subconscious just a little bit. So the subconscious mind is all about memory, right? Now, let me plug this in for you. Keep in mind, there is a class, Mind Over Matter, my Mind Over Matter class, that is coming soon. It will be going live on my website soon. It should have been out already, but me and my perfectionist state of mind, I have some more tweaking that I'm going to do. So it's going to be out really, really soon. But in that class, you're going to learn the difference between the subconscious and the conscious mind. And it's going to go into a lot of detail that I don't have the time to cover on my YouTube videos. But it's going to be very interesting because it's really going to break down the science of everything that goes on in the subconscious and the conscious mind. So just giving you that plug and that tidbit of information so you will know. But anyway, back to the subconscious mind and how it works with our state of being. The subconscious mind is completely operating off of memory. So I did a video not too long ago that talked about how you are conditioned and programmed pretty much from the time you're about 6 years old. Your subconscious mind has pulled in all of the information that it needs to form a sense of your personality. Not saying you're completely who you're going to be at 6 years old, but saying that there is an outline. There's an outline of your personality by the time that you are 6. Your subconscious has contained and retained enough data that it is operating from memory from the time when you get about 7. So any traumas or any events that happen in your life, they create these signals in your mind, in your brain. And these signals produce a memory in your subconscious. So that memory operates all of your emotions. So things that make you happy, things that make you sad, and how you respond to those things are completely controlled by your subconscious mind, and it's completely operating from memory. Now, that's not to say that we can't change that subconscious mind, but it takes a conscious effort to do so. So just like the simple statement of saying, I want to be happy. That's just something that people say, right? It's just something that people say because we kind of feel like we don't really have the power to make ourselves happy. We kind of feel like we've been conditioned to feel like that I have to have permission to be happy. I have to live a certain lifestyle to be happy. I have to have a certain amount of money to be happy. I have to do all of these things to be happy. That's how we've been conditioned to think. And that is what we believe. But guess what? In the true reality, the only thing that can exist in your true reality is what you believe. So if you choose to believe that I can only be happy when I have $1 million, guess what? You're never going to be happy. Because the truth is, even when you get that $1 million, because $1 million is a thing, a material thing that has no power to produce any kind of emotion. So when you get that $1 million, you're still not going to be happy because the $1 million doesn't have the power. You do. Does that make sense? Are you guys following me? I hope that registers with someone. So all of the power lies within you, and you have got to turn that part of you on, because right now it's probably in autopilot or it's probably in off. Well, it may not be in off. It's probably on, but you don't really know how to maneuver it or how to work it. So you just have to learn. So learning is what? Learning is understanding a new way of thinking, having a new behavior. Now, another very damaging statement that a person can say, and that you really have to be conscious of when you're saying it, is saying, like, for example, someone would say, I'm old, I can't change. Or this is who I am, I can't change, I've always been this way. This is who I am. People say those things, right? You have to be very careful with those kind of statements, because what that is saying is that I don't have the power to reproduce. I don't have the power to learn. That's what that statement is saying. When you say to someone you can't change, or this is who you are, you can't change. That's what you're saying. You're saying, I can't control who I am. Now, does that make sense? That's a different translation. You can't control who you are. You absolutely can, and we all have the power to change. But what it is looked at as something negative. Change is looked at as a person trying to adapt or be someone that they're not. That's not what change is. Change is growing. Okay, the Almighty Creator, He created every single thing with the ability to transform and change. Right? We all start as a seed and we transform. And the truth of the matter is, you should never stop transforming until the day this human body no longer is capable of sustaining life. So you need to change and evolve until that time. It's necessary. Change is necessary. You need to evolve. You need to reproduce who you are. You should not, at 40 years old, be the same person that you were when you were 20. Because just think about that tree right there in the background. I think my neighbor told me that tree is maybe 20 years old, and I'm pretty sure that tree did not look that way 20 years ago. So it's the same thing for us. We change, we age, we evolve physically, but we also have to change, age, and evolve mentally. So it's okay to change. It's okay to change. It's a very positive thing. So what makes change so important? What makes change necessary? Why? Why is change important? Because if you are a person that has a vision and has a dream for their life, which I hope that everyone watching this YouTube video has a vision and has a dream for their life. If you're one of those people, change has to be necessary to get to that vision. If you can sit right now and envision how you want to be 20 years from now, maybe 20 years from now, you want to be the CEO of your own company, and maybe like right now at this minute you can envision yourself walking through the glass doors of this building that has your name on it, and you're walking in and everyone's saying good morning, and you're going straight in. You're going to the big office at the very top floor. Hey, that's a pretty fancy dream, right? So if that is your vision, the only way that you're going to get from there to that vision, from where you are now to that vision, is going to require change. And it's going to require you being in complete and utter control of every single emotion, state of being that you have. You have to be in complete control of that. If there is an emotion or if there's a state of being that no longer serves you, that you no longer like, you have my permission and the permission from the universe to eradicate it, to get rid of it. If it's going to be in your way and stopping you from getting to where you need to get, then you got to get rid of it. You've got to change it. And one way of doing that is operating from a positive state of being, which goes back to happiness, choosing happiness. It opens up so many things when you walk out the door every morning, and just saying, I'm going to be happy today. I don't care what happens. I'm going to be happy. That opens up so many doors, and it creates this positive level of emotion. Your vibrations become positive. Every single thing becomes so positive about your existence that you're bound to, it's the law of the universe, you have to attract that same vibration. Look, same attracts same, right? So you're going to attract that same vibration that you're putting out into the universe. It's the law. It's the law of the universe. Yep, sure is. It's the law. And so when you wake up every day and you're ready and you have a zest and you're ready to go, you are rewriting those things in your subconscious mind that maybe you learned 15 years ago that no longer serve you. Your subconscious is going to be like, What's going on here? This is not the your programming. You're supposed to be getting upset right now. You should be getting mad right now. Like, your subconscious is going to tell you that. Like, do you know, like, times when you have thoughts? Let's say, like, there's a behavior that you say you're not going to do anymore. Like, maybe you say, I'm not going to use profanity anymore. Okay, let's just say, this is just an example. You say, okay, as of today, I'm no longer using profanity. It's not appropriate. I'm not going to do it. And then, like, right after you say that, you will get this thought that says, how about you start doing that tomorrow? Today's not a good day. You know, all of these thoughts will come into your mind. Has that ever happened to anybody? You can nod your head and say yes. When that happens, do you know that is your subconscious programming responding? Because your subconscious does not like change. Your subconscious mind is not like altering anything. It likes to operate on autopilot. It wants you to set the autopilot button and just go. But your conscious mind, which analyzes things and tries to interpret things, it wants your destiny to be fulfilled. Your conscious mind does. Your conscious mind is connected to your spirit. It wants you to fulfill your destiny because your conscious mind knows what your destiny is. So it wants you to fulfill it. So your conscious mind kind of prompts you and pushes you to say, you really need to kind of do this. But then your subconscious mind kicks in and says, well, you never did it before. Why are you doing it today? So you see how you have this constant battle within? You have this constant battle within. And nobody teaches how to deal with that. Nobody teaches how to deal with that. As a matter of fact, people don't even tell you what it is. You just hear voices in your head and you're like, oh, it's God talking to me. Well, sometimes it is, but a lot of times it's your subconscious mind that's wanting you to stick to the programming. And it doesn't want you to change. It wants you to stay the same. So you've got to lessen that subconscious mind, and you got to retrain that subconscious mind. And it all begins with how you think. You got to be in control of your thinking. So any video you probably heard me do before, or at least one or two, you've heard me say, empty out those bad thoughts, get rid of the bad thoughts, and focus on positive thoughts. Focus on the positive things that's gonna serve you. So, like, for instance, waking up in the morning saying, I'm gonna have a good day. That's a positive thought, and it's gonna serve you throughout the day. I'm gonna be CEO of my company. That's a positive thought. It's gonna serve you throughout the day. So you gotta think those positive thoughts. You gotta be conscious of what's going on in your mind. Empty out those negative thoughts, and be happy. Control your state of being. Not saying that people aren't gonna make you mad throughout the day. Let's not be delusional, because that is going to happen. Someone is going to make you mad. But you want to stick at your core of who you are. You want to be balanced enough where you can get that person told and then go back to your happy place. You know what I'm saying? Because at the core, you're happy, right? But then you have one person that kind of like goes left just a little. So you got to readjust them. Oh, that's so funny to me, because I like to readjust people. But you got to readjust them, right? And put them back in their lane. And then you go back to your happy place. You know, no need to be mad all day long. You just readjust and you keep on moving, right? So easy and so simple. So just stay there. Stay in the happy place. And then that happy place is going to help you to have these great positive thoughts. And these great positive thoughts are going to propel you towards your vision that you have for your life, and ultimately propel you towards your destiny. So that's how it all works. So everything matters, right? Every thought matters. Every feeling matters. Every emotion matters. All of it matters, because at the end of the day, it's all about getting your vision accomplished. And it takes being happy to do that. All right, so I enjoyed you all. I'm going to leave you with that information. Leave your comments at the bottom if you have questions. Leave those comments at the bottom. If you want to have more of these conversations, leave your comment at the bottom, okay? You can always follow me on Instagram at Donna E. Knight. Of course, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. And you can also like and share with other people. And every single person that watches, I really appreciate you and I love you for doing that. I hope you guys have a great and awesome night.